Hi ladies, so as promised I am going to be filming a how I contour and highlight my face. I had promised to one of my Instagram friends, so I'm gonna go ahead and film this video for you, homegirl. I hope you like it. I hope you guys maybe pick up on some tips. I'm not a professional in any kind of way. I just really started getting into makeup a couple of months ago actually, and started doing the whole contouring and highlight since I have like a real chubby cheeks and my jaw is really kind of like a wide jaw. So I discovered contouring and highlighting, and I do not know how I lived without it. You can go on YouTube and search contouring, and there's some amazing videos on there. This is just the way that I do it. I'm going to be showing you the products that I use, and I hope you guys can just maybe pick up on some tips if you guys want to learn, and I really hope you enjoy my first tutorial. Alright, so this is me with no makeup on. I do have my foundation on because I was not about to go on my YouTube channel barefaced naked. So I did go ahead and applied my foundation. The one that I use is the L'Oreal True Match. This is in N6. And when I want a little more color, I go ahead and use the in 6.5, and I love this foundation. Had to go through about 6 different bottles to find my true match, but when I did, I love it. And this is a brush that I use to apply it with. I absolutely love this brush. I think this is the large kabuki, and it is from BH Cosmetics. And the way that I apply my foundation, I just pour a little bit on here, a little bit. I'm very careful, just like a couple of dots, and then pat, 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 pat. I already applied it, so I'm just like showing you. Just pat all over, and then in a circular motion, just smooth it all out. And then make sure you get like your under your jaw and over here, just so that you won't see any harsh lines. Now on to the way that I do my contouring. Let me just say again that I am definitely not any type of professional. I actually just got into more makeup and contouring and highlighting and all of that good stuff a couple of months ago. And I just searched videos on YouTube, and if you search highlight and contour, there's a man on there that does amazing work. I'm not sure what his screen name is, but just just Google or search contouring, and he'll pop up. He does really amazing work. And what I use is either, well, I use a couple of different items. I use either this as a concealer, and I go ahead and use it as a highlight, or I purchased this a couple of weeks ago. It's the Glamouflage. This is a heavy duty concealer. So if you don't have really dark under eye circles like I do, I don't really suggest it. You can use something like this. It's a yellow corrector, or just any concealer will do. I do also have the BH Cosmetics palette, which I need to go get. I didn't get it. And that's the one that I use for the darker shades. I'll show it to you right now. Okay, so this is another item you can use, just any concealer. I love this one by Revlon, and mine is in the shade 04 medium. And this is also this one and this one I use for whenever I do a more natural makeup look. I use these, but when I want a more defined contour look, I'll use a more heavy duty concealer, or my BH Cosmetics 10 color palette, and I love it. This is the one that I started out with because it has a wide range of the concealers, and as you can see, I use this one more as a concealer. These are more for highlighting, and these two more for the actual contouring part. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to start off by applying a little bit of this because I do have really dark under eye circles. If you don't have dark under eye circles, you can like skip this part, I guess. I'm just showing you how I do it. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this and just dab it out a little bit with my finger. And then again with my finger, I'm just going to apply a little bit of the Tarte concealer. This concealer and the hard candy one are a thicker consistency, so I find that if I use my fingers, like the warmth from my hand will kind of make it way easier to work with. So what I'm just doing is just patting it in and then working my way up. And you can get the inner corner, the hollows of your eyes, and then down the side of your nose. And again, you just want to go up. You can kind of feel where your cheekbone is at. Bring the concealer down and then go up. Like my cheekbone is right here. So you want to create that V, that check that everybody talks about. And then I'm going to get a little bit more to the other side. And go up. And you just want to pat. A patting motion. You don't want to do like that. Because it's going to leave you really streaky. So you just want to use a patting motion. I do the side of my nose because that'll make it seem slimmer. It's all about creating the illusion. When people say apply your highlight or concealer where the light naturally hits your face. It's like when I go out, the light naturally hits my whole face, so I don't get what they mean by apply it where the sun naturally hits your face, but oh well. And then this, because I'm lazy, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it all the way up, and this will work as my eyeshadow base as well. Oh, I got my lashes. You want to be careful not to get your lashes because then you're going to be all yellow. Okay, so there it is. That's the highlighting part. We're not done yet. When I get the side of my nose. My under eye circles are so dark. Like even with the heavy duty concealer, you can still see them. I hate it. But I can never sleep, so that's why I have them. Anyways, I'm rambling. Next, we're gonna do here. Next, I do here because I kind of have more darkening here and here. It's called like puppet lines, Muppet lines, whatever you want to call it. So I go ahead and do that there. And I'm going to go into my BH Cosmetics palette and get this shade so I can blend that in. And again, this is how I do my contouring. You have to just, I guess, trial and error and just see whatever works best for you. That's how I learned. Just trial and error, trial and error. And I get, you can see right here like this. It's darker. Lucky girls that have perfect complexion. Okay. Next, I am going to go ahead and do the darker shade, which is, I'll be using this one. And you just wanna, I usually do it from the tip of my ear down. And my cheekbone is right here, so from the tip of my ear and down. You just want to work with it. I can feel my cheekbones right here. We'll do the other side. This is going to be a long video. Sorry. And yes, it's going to look ridiculous and overly done, but we're going to blend everything right now. Okay. And then I also do, you don't have to do this, I do my jaw because I have a really wide jaw. So I do my jaw as well. It makes it look slimmer. You just have to make sure to blend everything really well. Next, we're gonna do our forehead. And this is just defining your face more. Now, to the good part, my nose. Oh, it's harder to do it without a mirror. This is just, I guess, so you get an idea of how I do my contouring. Then I take it underneath this little part on top. And then just bring it, bring it all the way down. And if it's not even, don't worry, we're gonna blend all that out. Okay. Now I am going to take my yellow corrector and I'm going to use this as a highlight on my nose and then under. This is when you do, I recently just started doing this, applying brightener under the darker concealer, it makes the suction sucked in cheeks pop out a little bit more. Okay, now once we're looking all gorgeous and glamorous, imagine if I went out like this, I'm gonna use that same makeup brush that I used. I don't like using a clean one because it feels like if I use a clean one, it just takes off most of the product. So I'm gonna use the same brush that I used to apply my foundation and go ahead and start blending everything in. You want to use a light hand, but you know, circular motion. You don't want to press in. Just a light hand is fine. So I'm gonna start. You just want to blend. And we're just blending everything. Oh my goodness. Make sure to blend everything. For this part, you kind of want to go up. And then with your nose, you want to do it super light. Kind of an up and down motion. Alright, now to set it, I use the Midnight Banana Powder. And this is going to go wherever you applied a light color. I wish they had like one of those little, you know, the little tops that have the little holes. This is just straight like that, and I don't like pouring it on the lid. So I'm just gonna dip my brush in there. And you want to be really careful with it because it'll fly all over. I'm gonna do the other side. You have to do it wherever you applied that lighter concealer shade. Okay. now I'm going to take my Studio Fix by MAC, and this is in NC42. And this I'm going to apply wherever I used my darker shade. And that is it. That's how I do my contouring. I know it's a lot of product, but you just have to make sure to blend everything in well and then set it. Try and get me either this. I know, what is it? Makeup Forever has one, but it's like white, or any like just mattifying powder will do. I like this one because it kind of blends in better with my skin tone. And then I set it with my Studio Fix. It's just kind of old, but since I don't wear makeup every single day, it's lasting me for a while and I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up. I'll do my eyes and then I'll come back and show you how I apply my bronzer and my blush. Okay, so I went ahead and did my eyebrows, my eyes, my lips. I did my eyes with the BH Cosmetics Galaxy palette. I hope you can see. And I love it so much. The shadows are super like creamy and really pigmented. I love it. I hope you can see. And then I'm wearing Kiss Lashes that I won in an Ipsy challenge. If you saw my Ipsy prize, I got this from Ipsy and I got the Kiss Lashes also. And actually on my eyebrows also I'm wearing the Kaylin Brow Gel. I love it. And that's pretty much it. No, I'm just going to, oh, and my lips are from Urban Decay Jilted. And now I am going to use my Naked Blush from Urban Decay. And I'm going to be using bronzer, this blush, and a little bit of highlight, brightener, whatever you want to call it. So I love this brush by BH Cosmetics. It's a tapered brush and it's perfect for contouring. So I'm going to go ahead and just to make the dark contour stand out more, I'm just going to go ahead and right on top of that darker shade. And then for my blush, I'm going to take this little blush brush. I think it's by Sonia Kashuk. And then when I apply my blush, I just like to pat it on and then circular and upward motion. And pat it on. I love this little palette. You can't really see it on this side as the lighting is. And then I use the little highlighter powder and just right on top, right on my cheekbone, right on top of the blush. And I'll also use it on here and on my nose. And that's it. That's how I do my contouring. I hope this kind of gives you an idea of how you can do it. This was just to show you how I accomplished the look. Like I said, you can use many different products. You can use like a lighter concealer and just like a palette like this, just a plain bronzer. If you want a more kind of subtle look is what I use when I'm kind of in a hurry. I'll just use the Revlon concealer along with this palette. I'll use the bronzer from here and the highlight from here and just use that. But when I have more time and I want kind of a more defined, done up look, I'll use the whole concealer. Make sure you want to go kind of a check and bring it up and on the side of your nose if you want a slimmer looking nose. And then I do the darker shade. I start from the top of my ear and just under my cheekbone, just a straight line down. And I do it on my jaw as well, just to get kind of a slimmer looking jaw, along with 2 lines right on the side of your nose. And then I like to come up just down here and on your temples. And for the brightener, I do it up on my forehead and my nose, just to give you kind of a slimmer looking nose. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any comments, questions, maybe any tips on how I can improve, or something that you saw that I can do it maybe a different way that'll turn out better, you can leave them on the comments down below. I will be filming also my Ipsy bag. I received that, and I'm going to be filming a haul video as well, and I'll be posting those up in the probably coming days, this week or next week. That was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was my first tutorial video. I hope you guys liked it, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.